Hi everybody, it's Laurie from Down Under and wishing you all a happy new year. It has to be better than last year, I think we'd all agree. This is my first journal for 2022 and it's also another journal in my very vintage theme. So I'll put all the descriptions down below where you can find that. I love making vintage journals and love all the old doilies and laces that I can use, and this is no different with this journal. It has the cover has some laces and a flower spray on there. The around the edge here and on the back is from an old doily. It has two signatures hand stitched into the spine. And I love this colour. It's sort of like orangey, burnt, vintage colour. There is lots and lots and lots of lace in here. And some vintage photos. There's an old jewellery piece up here that I've glued in. I love these vintage photos. This is a Tim Holtz, sort of like a magnifying glass, with also one of his, call it a story piece. And in here I've got a vintage letter. It's not truly vintage, it's something that I have made vintage. And a postcard that I've made. Just thought I'd put in different ways of how they, in the older days, how they sent mail. So, and this is the third one it's an envelope, and it has an old cheque in there. And that's what we used to use. Yes, and I can say that I used to write them. I'll just put that out there for the moment. So, all covered with lace. Butterfly and an envelope. In here it's got a postcard that you can write on. And I've also put in here, because of the butterfly here, I've got some, oh, excuse my hand, that's the remnants of my carpal tunnel. Getting better, haven't been able to do anything for quite a while. So I made some 3D butterflies and put them in that envelope. You might want to use them for something. Tags you can write on the back. And the tea-dyed pages are all 120 GSM, so they're quite strong, and no problem writing on these. Paper doily, and they're all tea-dyed. And I've torn the edges and also inked them up, give them that vintage look. This is a little booklet that I've made up. It's excerpts from an old Queensland reader. Back in my day when I was first going to school, we had little books that we could, reading books, and I've copied some pages out of there, and it's got just some nice little stories. This is called My Visitor, and it's got a lovely little story in there, and also a poem about bedtime. So I've just put that together, and if I can find that book wherever I put it, let me just have a quick look. I never thought to have it ready. Oh, here we go. This is what it was. It says, Queensland, Australia, school reader, and it was grade 3. And they've just got some lovely stories and poems. They were all centered around being good and being nice to people. Some vintage photos in here. Little boy on his bike. And they've all been printed on, paper that, shiny paper that photos used to be done on. And this one here is a Tim Holtz little clip. This little fellow is just so gorgeous. I had to put him in there. He's riding his bike. I sort of had a theme there of bicycles. And this is it's got to be a 1930s photo. And I wonder if he realised back then who would be looking at his photo now, some, 70, 90 years later. Unbelievable. So just got some old photos in there. And lace everywhere is again. This is a little notebook. It's got a number of pages in there that you can write on, and that's the first signature. This is the second one with some old lace and flowers. It's another little booklet. A couple of pages in there for writing. And I've put in an old handkerchief, which is really lovely. Postcard you can write on. And these little girls are just gorgeous. A bow, double bow. Here we've got some old music paper and more writing space. There's an envelope, a glassine envelope that I have embossed partially. There's an old photo, an image inside, girls playing. I've got some washi tape down here. I love this washi tape. It's vintage. I like it. So it's gone in there. And this is a disc cover that I have tea dyed. I've got an old image in there. And you can actually put things inside if you wish. I like to have lots of room for writing. To me, that's what a journal is all about, so that you've got lots of room for writing. There's a tag there. Another tag here. And this one has got a little pocket and it says, "I cannot live without books," and that's by Thomas Jefferson. Little library card. And this one's got the theme of travel. There's a lady travelling. Some tickets. It's a lovely image of a mother and a daughter, and some more writing space inside. And on the back, these lovely little girls. So this is what I've been working on for some time over the Christmas break, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this video. I'll leave my details down below. Thank you and stay safe. Bye for now.